Welcome back. In this video, we're exploring the historic city of Toledo, Spain. We'll show you why this city is a must when visiting Spain. Shaped by centuries of history, this UNESCO World Heritage Site is renowned for the coexistence of Christian, Jewish, and Muslim cultures during the Middle Ages. In this walled city, you'll find a remarkable blend of architectural styles with synagogues, mosques, and churches. Toledo is just a quick 30-minute train ride from Madrid and is a popular day trip, but we have thoughts on that which we'll share later. Join us as we explore this ancient city and we'll show you 5 things you must see or do even if you have just a short visit. Welcome to Travel at Random. We're Trevor and Ryan. This channel started out of a love of travel. We're here to share unbiased and self-funded trip reports, hotel and flight reviews, and travel advice. We hope we inspire your next getaway. Check out our playlist in the description and browse the channel. If you enjoy this video, please hit that like button and subscribe to keep up with our latest content. Thank you for watching. A quick plug before we hop into this city tour. We're launching our new YouTube channel memberships and Patreon. If you enjoy this video, we'd love for you to subscribe here. But if you're interested in taking your support even further, check out our memberships or join us on Patreon. We'll have some exclusive content, travel tips, and posts. Regardless of what you do, we appreciate you taking the time to watch our videos. Now, back to the video. Toledo's history begins as a Celtic settlement back in the 5th century BC and was conquered by the Romans in the 2nd century BC. The old city is situated on top of a hill, surrounded on 3 sides by the Tagus River, which provided natural fortification. Today, the city has expanded far beyond the old town center, but you still feel the history as you walk through the narrow, winding streets. Toledo is known for its craftsmanship, particularly in sword making, Damascene ware, and ceramics. The city's compact layout makes it best explored on foot, though its hilly terrain means preparing for steep inclines. We recommend comfortable shoes. If you are driving, you'll find the narrow streets a challenge and parking to be limited. Most parking options are outside of the old town, and usually for a fee of about 16 euros a day. Hotels in this area may not be directly accessible by car, like the hotel we stayed in, the Aura. So pay attention to those details if you're booking a hotel. If you'd like to see more of our stay at the Aura Hotel, we'll put a link down in the description. The hotel was the perfect spot for an overnight in Toledo. If you are driving to Toledo, we'd recommend making a plan in advance. There are a number of transportation options which run into some select areas of the Old Town area and nearby attractions, but you'll have to walk a while into some of the older areas. There is a tourist train, which is a bus with train-like cars which you can take out to the vista points. We took a high-speed Renfe Avant train from Madrid and used a taxi to get around when we had our luggage. A trip from the train station to our hotel near the cathedral was about 10 euros. Speaking of the train, that leads us to our first site, the Toledo train station. Most visitors' first stop in Toledo is going to be the train station. While this is brand new compared to the old town, it was designed to fit into the architectural style of the city. Opened in 1919, the original station was restored in 2005 when the high-speed train lines were introduced. It has been designated a national monument. The train station is a work of art, and give yourself some time at the start or end of your journey to admire the architecture. There is a small cafe and gift shop on site and the Renfe Customer Service Center. But what stands out here and the reason it's worth a visit is the architecture, both inside and out. It's easy to rush through a train station, but here it's worth taking the time to admire the intricate details in the main hall, including the intricate ceiling, the stained glass windows, the ornate ticketing booths, and the stonework on the exteriors. The station is operated by Renfe and is connected directly to Madrid by the Avant trains. If you'd like to learn more about high-speed train options in Spain, we have another video on that topic. We'll leave a link in the description. The historic center of Toledo is still surrounded by the medieval walls, and stepping through the city gates sets the tone for what you'll find inside. Small stone streets best explored on foot wind their way past brick and stone homes, shops and historic sites, and plazas. Walking through the old town really takes you back in time. Within the walls, you'll find almost all of the key historical buildings in Toledo. And at just under a mile, it's easy to get between the multiple attractions, and there are plenty of places to eat and shop. Most of the shops and food are located to the north of the cathedral, in between it and the Plaza de Toca de Var, where most of the buses come into the town. You'll find steel plates in the streets scattered throughout the city with embossed maps of the historic sites, which is a quick and helpful reference. There are signs marking where key attractions are located, but we wouldn't recommend relying on those to navigate, as there are a lot of little streets. The Cathedral Primada de Toledo is perched in the middle of the Old Town. This Gothic-style cathedral started construction in 1226 and finished in 1493. A recurring theme in this region is the melding of styles from various dominant religions through the years, and you can find Moorish influences which were incorporated as the cathedral was built. The main tower is 302 feet or 92 meters tall, and the cathedral is made of limestone. The interiors are adorned with artwork from El Greco, a famous Greek painter who spent his final years living in Toledo. Tickets are available for €12 at the cathedral store directly across from the entrance. You'll need to step into the shop first to buy a ticket. They also sell some trinkets and other souvenirs. At night, there's a modern light and sound experience called Lumina. Lumina uses light effects, video mapping, and music on a guided 50-minute tour. It runs nightly and is just under €25, or you can buy a pass for both the day and night show for €33. This Roman Catholic church is the seat of the Archdiocese of Toledo and still operates a daily mass. There is an audio tour available on your phone. There are numerous alcoves along the perimeter and a courtyard with large frescoes. Depending on your level of interest, there are many interesting nooks to explore. There's the choir and altar in the center. Behind the altar, there's a very ornate sculpture that reaches up to an opening in the ceiling. Under the altar is the crypt containing the reliquaries from St. Ursula, who died in the 4th century. The remains were moved to Toledo in the 16th century. When visiting Toledo, you may want to consider the tourist wristband. You can purchase the Toledo tourist wristband, which gives you access to 7 historical monuments in the Old Town. This can be a great option if you want to see a range of historical sites and can save you quite a bit of money versus paying the admission at each location. The band is €28 on site, or you can purchase it online for €14. We'll include a link in the description. The wristband will give you access to the Santa Maria la Blanca Synagogue, the El Salvador Church, Santo Tomé Church, the Cristo de la Luz Mosque, San Juan de los Reyes Monastery, the Jesuits Church, and the Royal College of Noble Maidens. It does not give you access to the cathedral. Last up on our tour of Toledo, go for a hike or take a taxi or bus to get an amazing view of the Old Town. We're going to step outside of the walls this time and head to one of the many viewpoints. Mirador de Valle is just south of the Old Town, but you do have to cross the river on either the east or west side. The eastern side is the closest, but it's still about a 1.5 mile walk or 2.5 kilometers from the cathedral. We opted to walk and did this as a morning hike. It took about half an hour to walk out. We followed a walking path along the river. Doing this in the morning meant the walk up the hill was partially shaded, and the temperatures in August were still pleasant. The viewpoint offers a perfect view of the Alcazar, Cathedral, and Old Town, perched above the Tagus River as it winds around. This is also a popular spot for getting a view of the city at sunset. There are also hiking trails here in the hills if you want to get away from the tour buses. While you're heading out to the viewpoints, you'll have a chance to check out the historic bridges into the Old Town area. There are two, St. Martin's to the west and the Alcantara Bridge to the east. St. Martin's was built in the 14th century, and the Alcantara was built in the 2nd century. These are still in use today, although newer modern bridges have been added nearby. That's our quick guide to some of the things to see and do in Toledo, Spain. This is definitely worth a night if you can include it in your trip. A night lets you experience the city through the day and gives you extra time to explore. You could do all the sites in one day, but you'd need to rush between them, and you'd miss out on the joy of just wandering the streets and alleys. If you stay the night, you can experience some of the great restaurants and food available in Toledo. Get lost and explore the narrow, winding streets. You'll find sidewalk cafes, small bars, and boutique shops selling marzipan. Toledo is known for this almond-based confection. This is the last city tour in our recent Spain series. You can also check out Valencia and Cordoba. All three destinations are unique and worth a visit when in Spain. We wrap up our Spain series next week with a food tour. Thank you for making it to the end of the video. Please hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to stay up to date on our latest video releases. Both of these things really help out the channel. Also, if you'd like to support the channel even more, check out our channel memberships here on YouTube or over on Patreon. Both feature the same exclusive posts and content. We've also started a small shop featuring channel branded gear, which you can check out. Thank you for watching. We'll see you on the next adventure.